Hello, hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world or wherever time you are watching this. My name is Valerie. My friends call me Val, and welcome back for another yoga and meditation practice. Got another nice class for you today. Hope you guys have some plans for the weekend. Today's Friday. I think with restrictions kind of loosening up over here in Stuttgart, we're going to see some family, so that'll be really nice. Excited for that. Please feel free to say hi or just check in so I know who's here. I can see more people are signing on. I always try to give everyone just a few moments in the very beginning to kind of get settled in and set up your mat and grab your water and whatnot. I'll try not to do too long of a spiel today. I kind of keep going over in the yoga when I talk too much. Alrighty. Oh, Ashley's on. You are amazing, Val. Thank you for giving this to us. Oh, you're so welcome. Thanks for that. That's really sweet. And I will continue to do this probably throughout the summer. Oh, Casey. Hey, Val. Hey. Got some family on. Really cool. Okay. I think my dad's on too. And maybe a few other people are going to join soon. You're amazing. Oh, you both are amazing. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. And like I was saying, I'll probably continue to do this through the summer because unfortunately it looks like Americans, which is most of my family and friends, might be kind of stuck at home before the, I guess, restrictions begin to, I don't know the right word, roll back or release. So while you're at home or not able to have the summer of your dreams for 2020, maybe I can be a little bit substitute for that. You can just continue doing yoga with me 3 times a week. Just make you feel good throughout the summer instead. Alrighty, this is live, and I'm glad to do this live. I love being able to interact with you, even though I can't see you. I know I started doing this on YouTube. I guess maybe hindsight, maybe should have done it on Zoom so I could see you and then have saved it. But this is still really nice, and I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that I keep on doing this, and I'll continue to do it live so I can bring a little bit of calmness to this chaos, I guess, of the world. And with it being live, I always try to say that you might hear some noises or it may not be perfect. I don't know. There's been a couple of times when that's happened, but I appreciate you bearing with me. Okay, so we will go ahead and get started. Anyone else, please feel free to jump in and say, hey. So I have another card for today from Louise Hay. I'm running out of them, so I'll either have to find a different packet of cards or start from the beginning and pick new ones. I don't know. We'll see if I get creative here. Okay, so today's card is Divine Wisdom Guides Me. I am guided throughout this day in making the right choices. Divine intelligence continuously, guides me in the realization of my goals. I am safe. Guess I should have reread that a couple times. So divine wisdom guides me. I'm guided through this day in making the right choices. Divine intelligence continuously guides me in the realization of my goals. I am safe. And I think kind of maybe no matter what your religion or your beliefs are, whether you believe in God or universal intelligence or divine wisdom or whatever that is, that's obviously your personal preference. But I kind of believe, Ashley said, just the card I needed. Awesome. That's great. Yeah, because we all are guided. We all have our own guiding system. And I think kind of the best way to tap into that, and you're going to be shocked to hear it, is your breath, is breathing. And this is something that, monks teach. Jay Shetty, Shetty, he talks about this a lot. He was a monk. He talks about how your breath controls your emotions, and you can change your emotions by the way you breathe. And this is something that I personally was taught while working with the U.S. military. I was trained by the Institute of Heart Math in biofeedback. And basically that is syncing up our breath with even like our heart waves, or just basically, I should say, our heart rate, our coherence, basically. So I think I messed that up. It's been a while. But our what am I trying to say? Our heart rate coherence. So our coherence basically from our heart rate variability. That's the word I'm trying to find. Pardon me. And basically this can be regulated by our breathing. So what we want when people are responding to situations, whether you're a paramedic or you're in the military, is to not be kind of responding to situations in a stress response. We want them to be responding resiliently in this coherent heart rate. So even though you can be in stressful situations, it doesn't mean you have to be producing cortisol during them. You can be producing more DHEA by this heart rate coherence and being more resilient. And that is done by training yourself through breathing techniques. And that's why I always go back by feeling guided or feeling intuitive and things like that can always come down to the way that we are breathing. And we can slow our breath, slow our heart rate. And by doing that, it also slows even our thinking. So I hope that's helpful with these divine wisdom guides me. Oh, Sandra's on, also here, just a bit late. It's all right. Welcome. Just about to get started. So let's go ahead and get into a nice comfortable seated position, and we'll do a little bit of like a breathing meditation to heighten our divine wisdom guidance by slowing our breath and calming our mind. Okay, so go ahead and get to a comfortable seated position. So whether you are on a couch or a chair, with your feet on the floor, or seated on the ground with your legs crossed or straight out, whatever's most comfortable. Just make sure your spine is nice and tall. So get nice and tall. And why don't you go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. And just roll the shoulders back and just relax. Another deep breath in. And relax and place your hands either palm side up or down, whatever feels most comfortable. And I invite you to go ahead and close your eyes. So close your eyes and turn your attention and awareness inwards towards your breathing. Just notice your breath. And without changing anything, just noticing how you're breathing. Perhaps even where you're breathing. Are you taking shallow breaths? Do you feel it more in your chest? Do you feel the sensation of the air coming in and out of your nose? Just becoming aware of breathing, just with no judgment, just with awareness. And as you focus inward towards your breath, your body, just notice the mind. Just noticing, no judgment here. And how might the breath relate to the mind? Just notice without any judgment how the breath relates to the mind. And without forcing or pushing or straining, and with as much ease as possible, we're just going to inhale 3 seconds and exhale 3 seconds. Inhaling for 3. 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 3. 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 3. Just making the inhale and exhale even. And let the quality of your breath reflect all the qualities of your mind. Patience, ease, openness. Inhaling 1, 2, 3. Exhaling 3, 2, 1. Now find this balance between the breath and the balance in your mind. And spend a little bit more time on the exhale. So it's inhale for 3 and exhale for 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And just noticing the quality of your breath reflected in the quality of your mind. Now let's extend the exhale just a little longer. So inhaling for 3, exhaling for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling for 3, 2, 3. Exhaling for 5. And just the quality of the mind reflecting in the breath. The breath and the mind. And neither one comes first. When you change one, you change the other. Inhaling for 3, exhaling for 5. And just relaxing the muscles in your face, and your shoulders, and your hips. Releasing any tension. Bringing your awareness back to your breath. To the quality of your mind. And with a nice deep inhale in, feeling all that calmness and ease and peace and openness. Exhale for 5. And on your next inhale, just gently begin to bat your eyelashes and open up your eyes. Okay, very good. I hope you guys liked that. And you can practice something like that with starting with your breath being even for 3 seconds. And then you can change to your inhale being 3 and your exhale 4. And then increasing all the way to 5, 6, 7 if you want on the exhale, making the exhale even longer. And you can notice that as you slow your breath, that your mind will also slow. So I just want to empower you to know that you can change the way that your mind and your the way that you're feeling. Oh, Abia joined. Awesome. Joining in today. Thanks for the escape. Ha! Thanks for joining. Welcome. And I have a T on the end of your name. Abiot. I don't have it in my phone book with the T. But welcome, honey. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. All right. I'm going to sit back on my mat. And I'm going to read the theme just one more time because it's going to be weaved throughout. So divine wisdom guides me. I'm guided throughout this day in making the right choices. Divine intelligence continuously guides me in the realization of my goals. I am safe. So just know that you're safe. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and move onto your mat here. And with this divine wisdom, we're going to move on our breath. So I think we did this last time. T is the first letter of my last name. Okay, I thought so. thought you turned French on me. All right. Okay, so go ahead and move on your back. And you can correct me if I said your name wrong too, so I apologize. Okay, so on our back here, going to extend the right leg down. You know what we're doing here. getting cozy on our mat. If you want to take a nap, that's okay too. We're just doing some good breathing techniques. Inhaling the left knee up, opening up the hip here. Allowing the knee to fall to the side, maybe flexing the pointing of the foot, and breathing. And making sure maybe your back is still touching the mat slightly here. So we're not allowing the back to lift up. Just being mindful of our core as we kind of stretch as well. Go ahead and extend the left leg and bend the right knee, bringing that to the chest. Maybe opening up the hips a little bit, pointing and flexing the toes. Bringing that back to center. Exhaling down. And we're going to kind of bend both knees, and we're going to cross the left ankle over the right knee, opening up into that kind of figure four. And inhaling the right leg up. We're going to go into this pose later. We're going to do pigeon today, and we're going to do an arm balance if we have some time. I was allowing divine intelligence to guide me today. I didn't really fully script out what we were going to do today. I messaged some friends of what we should do, and I asked my dad, and everyone said all of it. They said both. All right, and exhale the foot down, uncross, and cross the right ankle over left knee, and inhale the left leg up into the figure four, reclined pigeon. And I don't know why, whenever I hear the word both, I always think of the movie Dumb and Dumber. When they're at the gas station, he asks if the skis are hers, and he goes, both of them? I don't know, it just always makes me crack up. Both of them? I know, it's really funny. Anyways, I hope you're breathing and laughing and enjoying today's class. And exhale, planting the foot. Maybe anybody's seen that, I don't know. And we're just going to gently rock and roll as we come to a seated position, rocking and rolling on our spine. Inhaling and exhaling, coming all the way up. Boop. Coming into a nice cross-legged position here. And with your legs crossed, so what we're going to do is we're going to get nice and tall in the spine. Hinge gently at the hips, bringing our arms to the ground here. So my hands are in front. And if it's possible to come down to your elbows. We're going to get a little sway going on here as we get a stretch through the glute. If you're more up here, like that's perfectly fine. Be wherever you are. I feel like I'm in a kind of a giggly mood today, so I might be cutting more jokes. We shall see. Inhale up. And go ahead and cross the opposite foot under. So we can do that to the other side. Hinging forward. So again, long in the spine, hinging forward. Coming to elbows if that is possible. Just getting a little movement, a little move and groove in the spine here. Inhaling and exhaling. Here we go now. And inhale coming up. Nice deep inhale up, reach for the sky. And exhale, both arms down. And if it's available for you, we're going to come down onto the right elbow. So come down on your right elbow. If that's not possible, then you can keep the arms straight. But if you can get down a little bit deeper, we're just going to really open up through the side body. Take a nice deep inhale here. Inhale the left arm up. Big stretch all the way up and over. Nice big side body stretch, breathing into the hip. Really make sure your hips are staying down so we're not lifting up, pressing into the ground. Gaze can be up. And on an exhale, bringing the fingertips towards the center. Inhale. Exhale behind. I'm just going to move the arm on the breath. Exhale. Inhale, opening up. I said the opposite and I did the other. Exhale. And inhale over. And make sure we're pressing away from the mat. We're not sinking into the shoulder. Inhale, coming all the way up. Bringing both arms up and over. Exhale, the left arm down. You can bring the right arm down too. And let's come onto the elbow on the left side here. If that's not possible, no worries. You can keep it straight, whatever feels comfortable. Coming into the elbow. Inhaling fingertips up to the ceiling, bringing it all the way up and over. Making sure you're not collapsing in, pressing away from the mat. Making sure your hips aren't coming up. Make sure it's pressing into the mat as well. Up and over. This is a big stretch, nice side body stretch here. Relax your face and your jaw. Smile. And exhale, bringing fingers forward. Inhale, bringing it up and over. Exhale, forward. Inhale, over. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale up to rise. Bring both arms down. Really good. Okay, knees together. Let's make our way onto all fours here. Coming into our tabletop position. Thought that was a spider, but it's a mosquito. Oops. I shouldn't have killed the bug. Sorry, it's not very yoga-ish. It was a mosquito. Anyways, wrists underneath of shoulders, knees underneath of hips. Go ahead and inhale, lifting the tailbone, dropping the belly, and lifting the head. Nice deep inhale, and exhale, scooping the tailbone down, pressing away from the mat. Inhale, just moving with your breath. Go ahead and move on your own. Do what feels good. And I'd like you to pause when you get to the cat. So really feel this cat pose and really contracting your abdomen up. Feeling your core kind of activate here. Because we're going to use this later when we do our crow pose. Inhale to release. Good job. All right, and from here, we're going to exhale the right leg back. Into our runner lunge, stretching out our calves, pressing into the toes and pointing our heel backwards. There we go. Using our core, inhale, bringing the right leg up and forward. Good job. And hinge a little bit deeper into that stretch. Nice long spine, long neck. And exhale, straightening the front leg and pointing the toes to the ceiling. Feeling that stretch in your hamstring. Nice long in the spine here. I'm really feeling that on my calves. I went to the gym this week. Oy, oy, oy. Breathing. And exhale, go ahead and plant the foot, planting the left hand inside of the palm, pressing away from your left arm. Inhaling, right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Big open chest here, opening up through the rib cage. Relaxing the face. And exhale, right arm down. And go ahead and step back that right leg. Bring your arms back in alignment here. And exhale, the left leg back. Runner's lunge. Here we go. Using your core, inhale and bring the left leg forward now. Maybe coming forward a little bit. Nice hamstring stretch, so it's long in the spine. Neck is long. Always feel like you can get a little movement and some fluidity, okay? Don't ever feel like you're really stuck. You should feel nice and fluid. And exhale, straightening the front leg. Pointing toes to the ceiling. And this nice deep stretch in your hamstring. And exhale, planting the left foot, bringing right hand to the inside of the left foot. Inhaling, left fingertips all the way up to the sky. Really open up through the rib cage here. Nice deep breath. Breathing, relaxing the face. And exhale, left arm down. And go ahead and bring that foot backwards. Opening up the hips, coming into child's pose. Here we go. And let's just move our fingertips, move up by our hands just a little bit more to the right. There's that mosquito. I'm just going to move him off to the side. Maybe I didn't kill him. And inhale, coming back to the center. And moving to the left side. Inhaling, coming back to center. Nice deep inhale in. And inhale into rise. Here we go. We're going to bring our elbows in line with our shoulders here. Moving the knees back into puppy pose. Opening up the shoulders here. If it's possible, bring your forehead to the mat. If not, that's okay. If you need, you can move your arms a little further apart to open up the shoulders. So if you need, you can open them wider. Inhale, coming up. Bring those back in line. And gently coming down onto your belly here. Maybe shaking out the hips. Here we go. Going to bring the hands underneath of the shoulders. Let's kind of pull the mat away. Feel that lots of space in your vertebrae. Feel that space. And then inhale, coming up to Sphinx. So I'm going to make sure my elbows are in line with my shoulders as I press away from the mat. Pressing into all 10 fingers. Opening up the chest, rolling the shoulders back. Pressing into my hips. You shouldn't feel any strain in your lower back. Nice long neck. Looking forward. Exhale down. And relaxing the shoulders. Bringing your hands underneath of your shoulders here. Exhale down. So just a gentle up. You want to come up and exhale down. Falling off my mat. Let's bring our hands underneath of our shoulders. If they aren't already, keeping your elbows in. Inhale, pressing up to tabletop. Tucking the toes and lifting the hips all the way up into downward facing dog. Here we go. Pedaling out the feet. Whatever feels good. Feel some movement here. Instead of walking forward, let's plant the feet. And we're going to gently walk the hands backwards towards the feet. Good job. Here we go. Doing a little bit of mind yoga today, so stay with me. Staying hinged at the hips. And gently, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling up all the way up to mountain. Last thing to come up is your head. Good job. Bringing hands to heart center. Inhaling both arms up. Exhale, swan diving down. Let's open up the feet a little more than hip width apart. So maybe the width of your mat. Nice deep inhale, maybe bending the knees just a little here, protecting the lower back. Maybe clasping the elbows and just gently rocking side to side here. Maybe feeling this in your glutes a little bit here. And just inviting fluidity, inviting divine intelligence and wisdom and calmness and ease, all of that good stuff as you breathe. Bring your awareness to your breath. Really good. Let's heel toe. Go ahead and relax the arms. Heel toe the feet a little more closer together. Inhale, halfway up. Nice straight back. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good job. Nice deep inhale in. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, let's gently walk the hands all the way forward as we come into our plank position. Really using that core option to always come to knees, keeping elbows in. Exhale, lowering down to the ground. Pressing into the tops of your feet. Inhale up. Shoulders down and back. Good job. Exhale down. Inhale, pressing all the way up to tabletop. Tucking the toes and lifting the hips. Inhale, when you're ready, coming to three-legged dog. Inhale the left leg up. And using your core, exhale, bringing knee to nose and stepping through. And go ahead and lower that back knee. Inhale, nice long spine here. Feel that movement. Inhale, pressing into the top of your foot. Inhale as you rise. Reaching all the way up, integrity here with your core. And exhale, both arms down, just interlocking gently the hands. Opening up the shoulders, opening up the chest. Gaze is up. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow exhale. Maybe a little smile. Good job. Release the hands. Inhale them all the way up to the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, planting the hands. So stay with me here. This is going to be the whole body movement. We're going to move into warrior two from here. So nice deep inhale in. And on an exhale, tucking the back toe, lifting the knee. As we rise, pivoting on the back foot. So go ahead and pivot on the back foot. Inhaling our arms all the way up into warrior two. Full body movement there. All right, in our warrior two, let's check our base. Ready? Really tearing the mat apart with our feet. Feeling the energy through both of our fingers, all the way from the left hand, across the body, out the right fingertips. Good job. Inhale, left palm forward. So go ahead and inhale, switching the palm all the way up. Inhale, bringing the palm up and over. Here we go. Reach, 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 side body stretch. And on an exhale, bringing the left arm to our left thigh, bringing right arm up and over. So go ahead and drop that arm, continuing through so you can open up even further. Opening up really wide so you can keep your arm here or bringing it all the way up and over. Feeling the energy from the top of your right finger all the way down your right leg. Breathe deeply, looking up, using that core. Lots of integrity here. Good job. Inhale all the way up. Good job. Exhale, pointing the left toe forward. Bringing our hands to our hips as we just gently hinge at our hips. Hinging forward, using integrity almost as if you had a teacup on your head. So you gently lower down, bringing the arms to the ground, allowing the crown of the head to fall. Nice deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling all the way up. Bringing hands to hips and gently rising using your core. And from here, we're just going to gently heel toe, all the way up mindfully. Breathing and checking in. Good job. And I'm going to move to this side of my mat so I can do the other side. All right. Inhaling, how are we doing on time? I don't have my watch anymore. Okay, we're good. Inhaling, both arms up. We're reaching for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down. And let's gently walk the hands out to our plank. Using your core. Option to come to knees, keeping elbows in as you lower down. Pressing into the tops of your feet and your foundation here. Inhale up, cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, pressing up, tall fours. Tucking the toes and lifting the hips. Downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhaling right leg up. And exhale, using the core, knee to nose. Stepping forward. Go ahead and lower on the back knee. Long spine. And inhaling all the way up to rise here. Here we go. Rising hands up. And exhale, arms down to the side. Bringing them back. Interlocking the fingers. Option to always keep your arms just straight if your shoulders are tight. Opening up the chest. Integrity here. Make sure your tailbone is tucked. Core is engaged. As you open up the chest, looking up. Breathing, relax the face. Relax the jaw. Make sure you're not gripping anywhere. Just opening up. And on an inhale, release the arms. Bring them up above. And exhale, dropping the arms kind of on both sides of your foot. All right, so we're going to move from here like we did on the other side to warrior two. So mindfully here, it's a full body movement. Inhaling, tucking that back toe, lifting the knee. Inhaling all the way up, pivoting on the back foot and opening up into our warrior two. Feeling really strong here. Good job. And tearing the mat with your feet. Excellent. All right. Flipping the palm of the right hand up. Inhaling, fingertips to the ceiling. And exhale, bringing right elbow to right thigh, bringing the left arm all the way up. Drawing a nice circle, even allowing it to come down across your face. And opening all the way up, opening up even wider here. Option to stay here or bringing it all the way up and over. Really strong core here, opening up through the chest and the rib cage. Feeling the energy down your left fingers, all the way down your left foot as well. Inhaling, coming all the way up to your warrior two. Inhale that front leg. Go ahead and pivot the right foot forward, bringing hands to your hips. Exhaling gently, like there's a teacup on your neck, hinging forward. Bringing your arms to the ground. Bringing the left hand straight in front, or straight underneath of your face, right in line with your nose. Go ahead and inhale, opening up to the right side, inhaling the right arm up to the sky. Big twist here. Exhale, lowering the arm down, switching the hands, inhaling left arm up. We'll do it one more time. Exhale. Switching places, inhale, right arm up. Exhale. Last one, here we go. Big inhale up. And exhale. Bringing both arms down in front, good job. Bringing hands to your hips as you inhale using your core all the way up to rise. Good job. Go ahead and heel toe, Coming back to your mountain pose. Good job. Okay. So I'm going to face this way again. Checking in. We'll move into pigeon, and then we'll do crow. So we're doing lots of birds. So we feel the freedom of flying. I didn't really bring it in very well, but okay. Anyways, just bringing in our breath right now, just noticing your breathing, seeing if you can slow it down. Inhaling for 3. Exhaling for 4. And just saying the mantra, I am safe. I am safe. And I am guided. And I trust myself. Good job. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, swan diving forward. Inhale, halfway up. And this time, we're just going to kind of walk our hands forward into our downward facing dog. So just downward facing dog, unless you want to move through another flow, option is available. This time, inhaling the left leg up to the sky. As you exhale and bring it forward, you're going to gently bring the knee all the way up and go ahead and lower down. So go ahead and lower that back foot. And we're going to heel toe our left foot to the side of our mat. So we're moving it more and more to the right side. If you need, I have props. If you need some pillows, what you can either do is support your left booty cheek here to keep your hips in a line. So you don't want to be falling to the side. That's not going to get you much of a stretch. You want to keep your hips in alignment, pointing towards the mat, okay? Option to stay right here. You can heel toe your foot as far up as you want. That's comfortable. Option to stay right here is perfectly fine. If you'd like to lower yourself down to the mat, coming onto your elbows, make sure you're keeping your left foot nice and flexed and activated to protect your knee as you just kind of settle into this position here. It should never feel like you're ripping or tearing. It should feel kind of nice. So if you're more up here and you're really like, oh, I hate this, just bring a pillow underneath of your bottom and just kind of relax and settle into it. Sometimes our hips can be really tight, but just allow the prop to support you as you sink down into it, okay? But if you'd like to sink a little more into it, you can come down onto your forearms. If you can even come down onto a pillow and just fully relax. Just going to be here a couple of breaths here. Really breathing into that left hip, allowing it to open up, relaxing all of that connective tissue. I was at the gym yesterday, so this feels really nice. And then I was sitting all day. And gently inhaling, coming up, wherever you are. Coming up. Go ahead and tuck that back toe and heel toe your left foot underneath of your left hip there. Pressing into your hands. Inhale, coming into our downward facing dog, nice and gently here. And pedal out the feet. Next side, inhale the right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing knee all the way up. Lowering that back foot. I'm going to scoot down on my mat a little. Or if that's not comfortable, you can always kind of come in almost like a scissor. So keeping your hips in a line and just drawing kind of a line like railroad tracks with your knee. Bringing your right knee forward and then heel toeing your right foot to the left side of your mat. And again, you don't want to be falling off to the side. If you just want to stay right up here, you just put a nice support under your cheek there. Stay nice and supported. And you just breathe right here and settle into it, okay? So you just stay there. If you'd like to go a little deeper, again, making sure your right foot is flexed, coming down onto the mat, coming into your elbows. Maybe coming down, 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 whatever feels comfortable for you without hurting yourself. Feeling a nice stretch in your hip. Relaxing the face, relaxing into your breath. Allowing the tension to release. Another few breaths here. Inhale, coming up. Here we go. Inhale, up, 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 coming onto your arms. Tucking the back toe, allowing your foot to heel toe underneath of your right leg. Pressing into your palms of your hands as you press back into your downward facing dog here. Pedaling out the hips. And exhale, coming to your knees. Opening up and pressing back into child's pose. Here we go. Just breathing. Maybe pressing into your fingertips and lifting your palms. Activating the shoulders a little bit. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move into crow. So this is a little bit of a challenge for me as a teacher. I've never taught virtually, and I'm usually able to watch my students and see how they're doing. We're going to go into crow. So if you've done it before, go ahead and start playing and having fun. If you've never done it before, I kind of want to show you on my back. I looked this up to kind of see what would be the best way to show you. So before you just kind of go into it, if you move onto your back and you bend your knees and you bring your feet together. So bringing your feet together. Inhaling and putting your feet together and up. And you extend your arms up. And it's almost like you're trying to turn knobs in opposite directions. So I'm turning a knob with my right hand towards the right, and my left hand I'm trying to turn to the left. So you're activating your arms, allowing your biceps to point forward. And this is always kind of the movement anyways when you're doing down dog or any type of arm balance. You're kind of turning the arms in and activating them. Have a little bit of bend. And you're going to bring your knees to the backs of your arms as far up as you can by your elbows. And actively press up and bring in your belly button, like I said in that cat pose. So we're here, activating the arms and coming into that cat pose. So you're drawing up the tailbone and you're lifting up. So it feels really powerful even on your back. So I just wanted to kind of show you that. If you have a block or you have something to stand on that can help you, that's great too. If you don't, that's okay. We call it a perch. I'm trying to look at all the books I have here. I'll use this one. That if you have a book you can use. If you don't, that's okay too. But it's also one of the easiest ways to get into this and just play. So I like how I kind of put this in this one because divine wisdom guides me. And I'm feeling guided. So if you have a perch, you can come onto your perch, keeping your feet and your heels together. Bringing the palms of the hands down and in front. Your gaze should be out, not down. So you don't want your gaze to be down or you're just going to tumble through. So gaze is out. And that's also better for your neck as well. So planting the hands, turning and trying to open those pickle jars. So you're activating your muscles. Pointing the armpits forward of your elbows. So those are pointing forward and your biceps are pointing forward. Bending at the elbows. Lifting onto your toes, bringing your knees underneath. Squeeze, 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 gaze forward, lifting up. And you can kind of play and lift one foot at a time from your perch. Really, really activating your core and breathing. That's option 3 or 2. This is option 3 if you don't have a perch. Again, pressing in to your hands. So we're coming, bringing our feet and heels together. Planting the hands. Opening up those pickle jars. Spreading the fingertips, facing biceps forward. Coming on to the toes. Bringing knees underneath of the arms. Gazes forward. Find that lift in your spine and your core. And fly. And I haven't done this in a while, so we're gonna just enjoy playing with it. If you fall, try again. It's just to kind of see, it's just fun. It's just with balance and core and coordination, and it's just a fun yoga pose. So no judgment towards yourself if you can't do it. I'm even seeing myself, I'm slightly weak because quarantine. So I'm not where my practice used to be, and that's okay too. So we're just gonna play and have some fun. Just for another moment here. Really spreading out the palms, bending, bringing feet together, bending the elbows, coming to the toes, bringing that up underneath of your armpits, pressing knees into arms, arms into knees. We'll find that lift. See, I'm lifting up with my core. Gaze is forward. And fly. And exhale, come on out if you're in it. And just come onto your bottom. Good job. Someone's saying something. I'm getting into crow, okay, but it feels hard on my wrists. Any tips for that? Just to come out, and you can kind of stretch, release your wrists. So that's actually a really good point. So kind of release the wrists. Honestly, with some of these arm balances, you don't have to be doing them for very long. I just showed you in 3 different ways that give you an option. And we kind of already moved through a practice. So just make sure you're just gentle with your wrists and kind of stretch them out. So we can all do that together, just kind of interlocking our fingers and just kind of moving our wrists and being really gentle with them. But yeah, maybe you're just doing it a little long. Maybe it can be some strength, maybe even an injury. I don't know. Thank you. I liked how you got into it. Okay, good. I'm glad. But yeah, just be mindful of your wrists. If it hurts, then just come on out. And maybe it's just a matter of building up strength. Maybe some of the other poses you maybe weren't done properly. But just remember, when you're in these poses, like I said, you're almost like turning those knobs in those opposite directions. So it's activating these muscles, some of the other muscles in your arms. And also when you are more in like down dog, you want to be pressing more into your thumb and your pointer finger. And what that does is that allows you to use the bigger muscles in your arms. So rather than like you're clawing, because that could maybe hurt your wrists. And it could also be maybe where you were in the pose. It'd be hard because I'd want to see. And yeah, so hopefully that answered that. So in a seated position, go ahead and open up your legs nice and wide. So as we come out of this, toes pointing up, nice long in the spine. I'm going to think about your question a little bit. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, hinging forward. Last time, promise. Really opening up those hips. If you can, coming down to the elbows. Just swaying. Just getting some nice movement. And wrists. Nice movement here. I mean, wrists could even be coming from when we're typing. If maybe it's an injury, that's definitely a thing. And inhale, bringing feet together, soles of your feet together. Rolling the shoulders back, nice long in the spine. Maybe opening up the feet, giving yourself a little massage in the feet, maybe giving your wrists a little bit of a massage. We did a lot today. We definitely did a lot from everywhere from stretching to some balance and some core. Really, really good. Nice long in the spine. Oh, and also if your wrists do hurt, you can always do, and you can always be more on like your fists if you'd like in downward facing dog. You can also, instead of being on your arms for down dog, you can always use dolphin as your downward facing dog. So if being up like this hurts your wrists, you can lower down onto your elbows and do your downward facing dog from here, and that can help protect your wrists as well. So those are some options. And then, like I said, if you're in down dog and you want to do more like fists, you can do that, but you can't actually really grip too well that way. So I wouldn't really recommend that. I would recommend dolphin. Okie doke. So let's go ahead and make our way onto our back. If anyone else has questions, please feel free. Rolling onto our back, knees to our chest, and exhale, allowing them to fall to the right side as you look over your left shoulder. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, allowing your legs to fall to the left, looking over your right. And inhaling, legs all the way to the center, doing some gentle circles here. Go ahead and come to the center, bringing your arms between the knees and grabbing the outside of the feet for happy baby. Won't be here too long, but you can go ahead and straighten and bend the legs, whatever you feel you need. Last bit of movement before you come into Savasana. Good job. Fully relaxed here. I invite you to close your eyes. So you relax the toes. Relax the ankles and the shins, the tops of the legs and the backs of the legs. Relax your hips and your bottom. Just relax and just melt into the floor. Relax your lower back, your mid back, and your upper back. Relax your stomach and your abdomen all the way up to your chest and your shoulders. And just melt into the floor. Relax your shoulders to your elbows, to your wrists and down each finger. Just relax and melt into the floor. Relax your neck and your throat, your jaw and your tongue and your mouth. Relax the back of your head, the top of your head and your forehead. Relax all the muscles in your face. And just melt into the floor, feeling fully relaxed. And just become aware of your breath. Just noticing your breath as you inhale and exhale. And just know that you are guided, that you are supported, that you are loved, and that you are safe. Take a nice deep inhale in. Exhale slowly. And gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing awareness back to your body. And on an inhale, bending the knees and giving yourself a nice gentle hug and thanking yourself for today's practice, giving yourself that time for some self-care. And exhale to one side, cradling your head. And gently make your way up to a nice seated position as we close out. May you always have clarity of thought. May you always speak your truth. And may your heart always be filled with love, compassion, peace, and a knowingness that you are guided and you are safe. Namaste. And continue to namaste healthy. Okay? Thank you so much for joining. I really hope you enjoyed today's class and that you take that with you into the weekend. Oh, Ashley said, thank you so much, Val. I'm going to try dolphin next time. Also, I do feel it sometimes with a lot of typing or being on the phone. Thanks for addressing that. You're welcome. Oh, Romina. Thanks, Val. You're welcome. Didn't know you snuck in. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you joining in. I'll be here again Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. My dad said, awesome, Val. Thanks, Dad. I'll see you back here on Monday. Please feel free to share this channel with others you think would enjoy it, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. And hope I'll see you on Monday is what I was going to say. And I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Ashley says, thank you, Val. That was a great practice. And Romina said, joined late. Sorry. No worries. Don't be sorry. You've got 2 little ones. Thank you, everybody. And awesome. I'm so glad you all joined and chatted with me. Much love to you all. And I think I knew everyone that was on today. So that's really nice. And maybe a few that couldn't say hi that weren't signed in. Oh, Bob's on. Thanks, Val. Joined late too. No problem. I'm glad you were able to make it. Wonderful. All right, everyone. Have a lovely weekend. I'll wait a few minutes because I do know some people have told me that I sign off and their message was trying to send through. So I'll make sure I say hi. All right. Beautiful. All righty then. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you Monday. Mwah. Ciao.